All right, you ready?
Yep, shooting.
Okay, so let's go over some scenarios with dealing with passing with half guard. Okay, so if we're in, say, open guard position, I may start with my hands on the knees. I step in with the inside foot, all right? And then I'm gonna step forward. I initially would try to step forward past his hip, so I'm creating more momentum in that direction. I don't wanna be like here and then dragging my hip behind. So I come in here, boom. When I'm ready to make contact, I could make it onto his chest, whatever, but my hand's gonna go from the knee to the hip, and my elbow is gonna connect to my hip, and now my shin begins to make contact, all right? And I'm gonna drive my hip towards him and my knee towards the floor. But I want my hip weight on him. Then I can come up to an underhook or whatever and slide in. And you can see my weight is still on him, all right? And that's a good way to knee slice. But, you know, things don't always work out that way. So we may come in for a knee slice, boom, he blocks. Maybe he blocks or maybe he pushes me through and he locks up a half guard. Instantly, I'm going to post behind him and backstep. And when I'm backstepping, I'm gonna make sure my shoulder blades are pinched and my hip is on him. I'm not backstepping to sit my butt on the ground. I don't want to give him an advantage to cross over into me. But I will guide his leg over, allowing me to where if he comes up for the underhook, I will step over, pull my knee out, and get into this top half guard position, all right? I'm always gonna pinch in my elbow, direct his head away from me, slide my hand back to the wrist, and I can just push down for a shoulder lock, all right? I may be in this position and he keeps his elbow tight, okay? He doesn't come up. He's being defensive, all right? So this hand's gonna go down to the wrist. I'm gonna do a step, except I'm gonna slide all the way over. Now shift my weight to my right hip, pull my left leg out, sorry, and pass to this side. And if I go into a side control, I can maybe go into a hug choke right away because he's still in that defensive position, all right? So there is no necessarily right or wrong. It's just depending on what my opponent is actually doing.